Hey, Boaz here from Next Pittsburgh. We're here in Allegheny West, and we're checking out the Parador Inn, which is a beautiful mansion here. And here's Ed, the owner. Ed, thanks for having us.
Thanks for visiting.
And you even mentioned as soon as we walk in here, we're already sort of witnessing some incredible architectural design here.
This is my smallest but my favorite room. The cornice is hand-tooled leather. This is 1870s. They didn't have electric tools back then, so it was all hand done. Can you imagine the work this took? It was built in 1870s for Joshua Rhodes. Joshua emigrated here at the age of 4 with his family, was orphaned by 10, and became a millionaire and a nice guy.
How did he become a millionaire?
He started with fruits and vegetables, and then he ended up founding the P&L Railroad.
And then he had this house built?
He had this house built. His family had it for 60 years. They sold it to the Knights of Columbus, who had it for 60 years, who sold it to Joetta Sampson in 1990 as her primary residence, and I bought it from Joetta in 2005. The only original piece in here is the mantel in the parlor there. So that when the Knights of Columbus bought it, they sold all the furnishings, all the light fixtures, even the mantelpieces. The only reason this is here is because the auctioneer stood in the front of it and forgot about it. When Joetta bought the place, she took that off the wall for her renovations. It's signed and dated by the craftsman that made it. I'll sit here sometimes for like a half an hour just looking and admiring the workmanship.
So while you were cleaning up some debris while redoing part of the house, you found this?
$47 from Dr. Dixon to Joshua Rhodes.
Is this a bill or a invoice or something?
It looks like it check like maybe Joshua Rhodes overpaid him. Is what I think it is. But it is from 1881.
And that was just sort of hidden in a wall somewhere for decades.
What I think happened was the maid's closet. The maid picked up the mail, put it on the shelf, and it fell behind the built-in. And then when we tore the built-ins out, it resurfaced. I'm so glad I stopped for a minute and got this.
Yeah. I feel like we should talk a little bit about the Christmas decorations. You're sort of getting ready over here for a transformation.
Just getting started. My sister was over yesterday when we did the trees.
And do you participate in the holiday tour, the Christmas tour?
This year I'm featured in it, yes.
Have you done that in the past?
I have not.
Oh, this is the first year.
This is my first year.
And so how did you come up with the theming?
And I thought, Victorian bed and breakfast, how boring everybody does that. Why not give myself a tropical twist and set myself apart? How cool would it be to have a snowfall? You have a working fireplace. You have palm trees around. You'll see palm trees in my dining room. And it's just a break away from the routine.
Yeah, but you also preserve, all the beautiful Victorian details too.
Yeah, look at the hinges on those doors.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, there's just so much detail in there. It's really magnificent.
Mm-hmm. Step back a little bit, please. The Knights of Columbus owned it for 60 years.
And so I'm not familiar. What is the Knights of Columbus? Oh, wow. What kind of organization is that?
It's a Catholic Elks Moose Club, a fraternal organization. Mr. Rooney, who used to live right behind me, was a knight.
So he probably hung out here all the time.
He did. In fact, my understanding is when they built the ballroom, he had a door put in the alleyway so he could go out his back door and just walk right into the ballroom. Rumor has it that him and Pat got married here. I can't verify that at all, but that's a rumor that I've heard.
Wow.
I have my Caribbean tree, which is also very fun. It's all hand-painted fish, seashell ornaments, and all kinds of unique decorations.
Yeah.
And instead of using regular garland, I cut real fishnet, cut it into strips and spray painted it red.
This dining room just goes on forever. I mean, at some point, do you think they would have had a table going all the way down and have 50 people over for dinner?
Because the house is totally brick, even the interior walls, they couldn't put pocket doors. So you had folding doors here. And the lessers, the masons, the carpenters would come to the side door at Christmas. Then the betters, the millionaires, would come to the front door and go to the other parlor. That was a parlor initially. And this was like a vestibule. And this way he kept his private dining room separate.
There's first class, second class dining almost.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. And these stained glass windows are so beautiful. I love these grape ones over here.
The two gold ones are original, and that blue one is original. Joetta had these two made to mimic them, and then she did the grapes.
And this is unusual, this ceiling here. I mean, this sort of design, is that original too?
That is original. And this also is a leather cornice. Not as intricate as the front foyer where I showed you. No, I told you that there was a second mantel that was made by the same craftsman. Mm-hmm. That's the one that Joetta found down in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, it definitely has that same vibe as the other one. How beautiful and how lucky that it fits so well.
Well, I believe it's from here.
Oh, you think it was originated
I
here?
think it came home. I think it made its way through a number of antique shops,
Yeah.
and just nobody wanted to buy it because it was worth a lot of money. So, but Joetta, it was worth it to her. If you look at that, it's like Japanese in the center. They've got an ibis. They've got a crane.
And then you added your flamingos.
And I added my flamingos. And if you look down here, I didn't see this for 6 months. I was laughing so hard.
Oh, they're like marijuana leaves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, are these banana trees over here?
They certainly are.
It's amazing. You really created your little corner of the Caribbean here in Pittsburgh.
Would you like to meet my senior vice president of hospitality?
Sure, absolutely. Gosh, I hope it's like a furry friend or something. Oh, hi, pup. Hi, who's this?
That's Rayzette. She's my senior vice president of hospitality. That is a two-story carriage house from the 1800s. And at the far end of my property is a two-story carriage house from the 1800s. Sheep and goats on the first floor, servants upstairs. When the Knights of Columbus bought it, they connected the first floors with that one-story structure, making the ballroom.
Well, can we take a peek at the ballroom?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, wow. What a cool space. That bar is amazing. That must have a story.
It does.
And so this was just here when you came?
Joe had to put it in.
So this presumably was in a bar somewhere before this?
Yeah, it's probably somewhere in England. I named the guest rooms after tropical plants.
Okay.
And the color of the flower of that plant is the color of the room. This is chenille, which is like a burgundy-colored flower.
Oh, wow. Is that like a marble sink?
With that like Dresden blue.
Like a porcelain basin. That's so cool. Was there like a little bell system at one point where you could ring like in Downton Abbey or anything?
Yeah.
Oh, pantry, office. Expecting we'll hear like a buzz in the walls or something. Okay, so at one point they would push that to get someone's attention.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he did.
All right, so this was
This is how I know this was the master bedroom.
Oh my gosh, have you opened that safe before?
Mm-hmm. Pittsburgh without the H.
Wow.
Turn of the century.
So this is, remind me his name,
Joshua Rhodes.
so this was where Joshua Rhodes kept his valuables, presumably?
Mm-hmm.
So these are all robes from the Knights of Columbus.
Yes.
Does it still exist, Knights of Columbus?
Oh, yeah.
Ever attended a meeting?
No.
Well, Ed, thank you so much for the tour. And if people want to get a closer look, they can come to the Allegheny West, holiday home tour and walk through for themselves.
Exactly right.
And if they want to get even more involved and want to own a bed and breakfast, you're actually putting it on the market. So, they can get in touch with you if they want to buy it.
Exactly. It's for sale.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you so much, Ed.
Thank you.